Hey guys, in this video we're going to do a walkthrough of Jerry from Hack the Box. This is a pretty easy box really, mainly because there's no privilege escalation and there's also default credentials get us in, but it's still a fun box and we do learn some things from it. So first off, the first step as always is an nmap scan. I like to do staged scanning, guys, so I'm basically just scanning every port with a light scan and finding out what is open, and that's what the dash pn will do. T5, we're going to go for speed. Dash p dash is all ports. On, we're going to output it as an nmap file, and I forgot to make a directory. Let's be a little bit organized here, guys. So we'll make a directory Jerry, and this is what we'll work out of. We move back to the other pane and we're going to save this to root Jerry. We're going to call it Jerry TCP1 and the IP address is 10.10.10.95, and that looks okay to me, so we start our scan. So I just like to do stage scanning like this, guys, mainly because I find that when I do the more detailed scan, it just does it on every port and it just takes a long time, you know. When you do it this way, you do the initial scan, and this is a really lightweight scan. It quickly goes through the ports, this will not take too long, and once you do this you get the ports that are open and you can do your scan, your more detailed scan on those particular ports, and that's very quick because it's just going on those ports. So you can run a lot of your scripts and get a more detailed scan. Good thing about nmap, we can press the spacebar to find out where we are. 69%. And I like working off tmux because it's basically, you know, you can split up your panes. There's loads of different shortcuts. Much more productive using that. So we see our scan's finished. Let's move over to the directory and just ls, and we see that Jerry TCP1 is there. We'll ls the file and we do see what we see on the left pane there, but we see that port 8080 is open. That's really all we see from this initial scan. So now let's go back to the other pane, sorry, and we're going to do our more detailed scan on that particular port. Dash nvv, we're going to go very verbose, and the dash n disables reverse DNS resolution. We don't need that, so we're not going to use it. SS is the stealth scan, guys. We're going to put in the V for version detection. We specify our port 8080. We will go with a dash A. Now this is supposed to do everything like OS detection, version detection, script scanning. I think it does a trace route as well. It just supposedly does everything, but I find that you still need to, if you know, want to do a more detailed set of scripts, particular scripts, you might need to run those individually, but we'll cross that road probably in a different video if we come to it. This doesn't run everything though, but it says that it does. But anyway, version intensity, I like to use this, just increases the speed, and we're going to put it to 9, which is the highest. Output it again as an nmap file in our directory that we made, so Jerry, and we call it Jerry TCP2, and we need the IP address of Jerry. So let's just look over that before we press enter, guys, and it looks okay to me, and you'll notice that this happens quite quickly. We go over to the other pane here and just press Q to get out of that, and here you can see what it's doing. It's very verbose. It's, you know, we're seeing everything, and it's finished now, guys. So 12 seconds there. So we will ls and we see Jerry TCP2. Let's gedit this, guys, because we're going to get some more information here. So we gedit the file and we see quite detailed really for one port. So let's have a look. Port 80, this is what we did it on. It's running Apache Tomcat So it's a JSP engine. It's good information there. Looking at the methods, get, head, post options, we'd be interested if we saw a put or delete, which we don't. They look okay. Or trace even. The HTTP title is Apache Tomcat. That looks like a default page. So OS scan, aggressive OS guesses. This is where it does the OS OS detection, and we see it is detecting a Microsoft Windows Server 2012 or 2012 R2, 91%, so it's pretty confident, and that is what it is. Judging by all these guesses, Microsoft Windows Server 2016, 85%, it's basically telling us it's Windows to some degree, and that is correct. So looking down, everything looks relatively okay. We will exit out of this, we go back to our terminal, we cancel, and we're going to just go to this 10, 10, 10, 95, 80, 80. Just going to copy this, guys. Actually, I can just browse to the page, copy link, and I do have Firefox. No, I don't. So let's just start Firefox. Actually, let's start a new window and start Firefox. We've copied that link, so Control L, Control V, and here we go. We browse to the page, and we do see it is a default page. Now at this point, I will just do what I normally do, because I realize I'm gonna have to browse around this page. I want to click on a few links. I want to look at the source code. So I might as well, in the background, let's Control A and C to make a new window here. I might as well do a derb. So we will do the derb on this page, 10, 10, 10, 95, 80, 80. This is just going to run a basic word list and try to kind of brute force some directories. Good to have going on in the background. Here you see it's trying to find directories. As that's going, we can go back to Firefox, have a look at the page. I see server status here. I might make this bigger for you guys. And you know, there's so many links here, but we do see server status. So it is clickable, and we get this. The first thing you should always try is admin, and it's a beginner box, guys. Admin gets us in. So we have, you know, they're in the back end here, and we're looking at our server status. We do see that it is Microsoft Windows Server 2012 R2, 64-bit there. We have some information on the memory, physical memory, the JSP engine like we saw before. We will list the applications, and we can't. You're not authorized to view this page. Okay, so that's a user Tomcat with password of secret. Let's just copy this. This could be useful, guys. I actually used a different method to get into this box before, so alright, let's do a refresh, and it doesn't work. So we go back to the page, and we go server status, and this is not good. If we had SSS, we could probably use this to SSS into the machine. In this case, let's go to manager, see what's there, and it brings us back to this page. What I'm going to do, guys, is open up a private window. I'm going to go, let's go back to the other Firefox. I am kind of cheating here, guys, because let's go back to the other page. I can tell you that if you use this login that we just got, we go back to the page. If you go with the information that was on that page, Tomcat, and I think the password was secret with a 3 for the E, you do get in the back end, and when you list the applications, we get this here, and we can upload a file here. This for some reason didn't happen in this page, and I'm not sure why, because it did happen. We get an access denied here, which didn't happen before, but I guess could be something wrong with the box. But we do know we got those credentials anyway, and we are able to use them to get in to the machine. We're in the back end here, and we see that we can deploy a WAR file. Here it goes. Select WAR to upload, and you should, whenever you see a possibility to upload something, that is basically telling you that anything you can upload and see where you've uploaded it is extremely vulnerable. You should be thinking that you can upload a reverse shell here, and that's what I'm thinking, and that's what we're going to do. So we have no need for derb. And what's interesting here, guys, is that if we look at applications here, I'm pretty sure that /virus is a shell that someone else has uploaded. Some of these would be, and we do see that derb has given us this. I wonder what would happen if we clicked on that. We might be opening up a shell. I don't think we are, because Hack the Box is a pretty secure website, but just a little bit, you gotta be wary of everything you're doing, every link you're clicking on, even if it's coming up on derb. So anyway, what we're going to do is we clear this, we won't be needing that, and we're going to open up MSF Venom and generate our payload. We're going to upload the payload to this website, and we're going to try to get our reverse shell and go from there. So go back to our terminal, MSF Venom -H. I want to list payloads, so -L and payloads should do it. MSF Venom -L payloads. I'm not sure this will work, but should. So give this a bit of time to generate. I know it's a JSP engine. We got that information, so we're going to look for a JSP type of payload, and it's because it's specifying a WAR file to upload. We're just going to make it a WAR just to make it happy. Don't like how long this is taking. And it does work. I'm gonna have to just make this a little bit smaller, guys. I hope you can see this still. I just want to look through this. I'm looking for a kind of JSP type of payload. Let's see. We do see one here. This is what I'm looking for. JSP shell reverse TCP. So I'll copy this. Copy, press enter to get out of that. I'll increase the size of the shell, clear the screen, and now we're going to learn how to make a payload. So MSF Venom -P for payload, we paste, that is what the payload we want. Our L host is our IP address, which is 10.10.14.12. I hope it is. If not, we will make a new port equals, we're just going to use, I like using 5555. -F is going to be WAR, -F is format, guys. -O is what you're going to output it as, and we'll just call it MSF Venom.war, so that everybody else knows that this is a payload. So that looks okay. We press enter, and this should be relatively quick. This is going to generate this payload for us, guys. So we see the payload is generated in our root folder. Now we will, what we're going to do actually is split the screen. So Control A and then the %, and we want to run our netcat listening port NVLP on 5555. That was the L port we used. So now we go back to our application, select WAR file to upload. We did generate that shell, we see it's here. No, it isn't. That was a different one. Let's let's go to home, and we do see there is there. So msfvenom.wire, we will deploy this, and there we see our MSF Venom. Now what we're going to do is get our terminal up here. So theoretically, guys, when we click on this, and we're just going to use the Windows button, comes in handy there. We're going to open up the shell, and we're listening here. So when we click this machine should send a shell to us on this port, to the IP address we specified, to the port we specified. So we've got our file up. This is what I'm telling you about an upload. Anytime you can upload a file to a website, it has to be properly sanitized, guys, and it has to be you shouldn't really be able to see what you're uploading, where you've uploaded it. So we do click on it, and we see we get a shell. The machine has sent us a shell. We will go back to our terminal. Let's maximize this. We'll just go to the other pane for a sec. Oops, I can't because I'm in this. I should be able to control A back, yeah. So I'll just exit out of this, and first thing you should run is who am I, and we see that we are NT authority system. So we're full root accessing this machine, no privesc needed. We can do what we want. If this was a company, we could start to look for any database that we could pilfer. We can pretty much, we've got the run of the place at the moment, guys. So that's it for this box. It was a pretty easy box. I hope you learned something. Like and subscribe for more videos, guys. I'm going to be doing more walkthroughs and more kind of security information type of videos. I hope you like this. I tried to make it as entertaining as I could with a box this simple. The Nmap scans are good luck. You should try them. Do the stage scanning, will save you a lot of time. And yeah, I hope you liked my methodology. Let me know what you think down below. Really appreciate the fact that you watched this as long as you did. If you did, if you have any questions, send them, like I said, down below. Thank you guys for watching. I'm out.